Hey, what's up? This is Brent from Holy White Hounds, and you're geeking out with Gear Gods. Come check out my gear. First thing is I got the bridge off of it and the strings off it right now, but I just recently got this. It's a Diarman Jetstar, and it's a copy of the Guild Thunderbird. And I hear that Guild is actually going to start making those again. They're going to reissue them again, so I'm pretty excited about that. Second guitar here is my sort of Stratocaster. I smashed a Diarman a bunch of times, and I put a bunch of Diarman pieces in there, including the Dynasonic pickups, which I really dig. Probably the first pickup I ever really loved. And this is my Jazzmaster. Thank you to TV Jones, who has one of my pickups went microphonic, and they got one out to me like right away. So they're cool guys. And I put the Bigsby off the Diarman I smashed on there as well. And yeah, that's my Jazzmaster. This is probably my main guitar. I love this guitar. For my amps, I've been using this Fender Vibrolux a ton live. My friends were all raving about how the low end on 10-inch speakers is awesome, and I always love the Princeton, but the Princeton's not really loud enough for what we do, so I got the Vibrolux, and so far it's working out all right. I like the amp quite a bit, but this is my real love. This Bassman Amp. It's a 68 drip edge. Somebody painted that cloth black or something, I guess. And then this is a 64 Vox cabinet. It had a cool Vox emblem. Got ripped off. Whatever. That's fine. My pedals here. I'll start at the end. This is the Electro Man. It's like an analog delay. Solid Gold Effects makes it. And this other switch right here is like, if you hold it, it'll send a pedal. Which is pretty rad. I got some reverb on. Killer. Alright, also we have, we'll have to edit this a little bit. Full tone fat boost. I like it because it's got the gain knob. Used to use an EP booster. I really love that. I think about going back sometimes. This is a Green Rhino by Way Huge, and I like this dB switch there. It just, I don't know what it does. I think it adds like low end or something, but I don't really know. This Earthquaker Devices Tentacle, that's awesome pedal. It's like a Octavia effect without the fuzz. The Fuzz Master General is a cool fuzz. I've been playing that. Earthquaker Devices, they just like hit it out of the park every single time. I really like them. Big Muff with the tone wicker. Gotta be able to bypass that tone knob because it just gets louder and louder is where it's at. This is my tuner. I like the Boss tuner because it has a buffer in the signal. Here's some of the pedals that I switch on and off a lot. There's a Buzzy Boy. It's a fuzz made by this dude. I don't know where he is, but he's it's a pretty sweet fuzz. It's like got a lot of definition to it where other fuzzes kind of lose it when you play chords. Super Octave is just super freaking cool. It's so much fun to riff out on. Bad Stone, I just got that. I don't know about this. I do not know about this one, Electro Harmonix. I don't know. It's okay. Tremolo. This used to be a mod tone, but I thought it was really ugly, so I just like took all the paint off of it and like smacked the word tremolo into it. And this Line 6 Echo Park is just cool, man. This is James's pedal. He would have showed you this one, but it's not over by his stuff, so I don't know if he's going to. But he says this is like the coolest reverb ever. I don't know. It might be. I don't know, but I don't trust anything he says. Anyway, that's my gear. Thank you, Gear Gods, for asking. It's a flattering thing to be asked. And I'll see you guys later.
Hey, this is James from the Holy White Hounds. Come check out my gear. Got my pedal board down here. We'll start over here. We got a Flashbac Delay And it's got a ton of options. You can get any kind of delay you want. I really like this pedal. It's been on the board for a while. Then we got the Ring Mod by Moog, which is a very strange pedal. I plan on getting an expression for it. I'd be able to use it a lot more often because you can make some very radical noises with it. And then we got the Pork Loin from Way Huge, which will give you a way huge tone, brah. It's got, you see it's got 5 knobs on there, and if you crack it open, it's got like 4 more, so you can really tailor make your tone on the distortion end. And then I got the EP booster in case you need a little boost. It's a good pedal. I got the electric Mistress here. It's cool. You know, you got a rate switch, which I'm a huge fan of. Oh, I can hear it right now. Yeah, it's got the flange, it's got the chorus. It's a very cool pedal. I got the Korg Tuner. This one seems to be easier to see in a lot of venues. That's why I picked that. And I got the Foot Fuzz, which is my second favorite fuzz of all time. JHS makes it. It's simple, it looks cool, and it sounds incredible. What more do you need? And then we got my all-time favorite pedal, the Dwarfcraft She Fuzz. And this is a limited edition one with a sexy hentai girl on it. You can see, yeah, she's very curvy in the hip region. There's lots of, you know, you can switch. You get different octaves and sub-octaves, and you can even get some oscillation going. Just the coolest fucking fuzz I've ever heard in my whole life, and I love it.
Get pedal!
Alright, check out my guitars. I got, this is my new one. It's an Epiphone 1999 reissue of the 1963 Firebird the Gibson put out. And it's a hell of a guitar, man. I really like it. These pickups are a little different than the ones that come with the Firebird originally, but it works for what I'm doing right now. And it's a real pretty guitar, too. And over here, I got my first love, which is my Stratocaster. It doesn't really look like a Strat anymore, because it's got these really cool TV Jones Supertron humbuckers in them. And they got to be the best humbuckers of all time, I would say. Anyways, love that guitar. And then this one is a 1965 Holiday. No, that's Jerry Seinfeld. That's a different thing. This is my 1965 Holiday. It's got gold foil mustache pickups, which look awesome, sound awesome. I kind of changed out some of the original parts because I was dying to have a cool looking, reliable touring guitar. And now that I actually got another one, I kind of feel stupid for changing any of the original parts. But, you know, no regrets, bro. All right. And here's my amp. It's a 1970-something Music Man. I pawned off my Vox AC34 on a whim. I think it was in Kansas City, and I never looked back. I love this amp so much. Sometimes my bandmates complain because it's really loud, but I don't give a shit. And, yeah, awesome amp. I couldn't like it anymore. I'm not switching anytime soon. Thanks for checking out my gear.
Hi, my name's Ambrose. I play bass in Holy White Hounds. Come check out my gear. Let's start with the pedal board. We got this Ibanez bass tube screamer. This is actually Brent's favorite pedal. I don't know what you heard earlier, but this is what he loves the most. It's awesome, it's gnarly, it drives tubes, almost to the point of them screaming. It's really cool. Next up, we have an Electro Harmonix bass micro synth. It's got an envelope filter on the right, it's got octaves on the left, up the middle, I don't know, there's just like magic pixies in there, something like that. It's awesome. To the left of that, we've got Devi Evers' Ruiner. It's just this cool fuzz that makes things sound like they're from Pac-Man, and I love it. Most importantly, we have the Boss Chromatic Tuner. You know, it tunes your shit. It makes it sound good.
It tunes your shit.
This is my rig. It's a Super Bassman. I just got this before. I was running something vintage, but it kept blowing fuses. It's awesome. It's reliable. It's a hell of a workhorse. I love you, Fender. Please sponsor me. Next up, we have this Ashdown 4x12 that they don't even make anymore, but it's probably my favorite 4x12 I've ever heard. It's all beat up from the road, but I don't know. I love it. I'm more of a 12-man than a 10-man. I don't know where that low-end stuff, yeah, whatever. It's awesome. These are my two guitars. Actually, they're two bass guitars to be technical. This is a Flying V. I went out to buy a giant middle finger of a guitar, and I found it, and it sounds awesome. It's got soapbox pickups, and it's made by Gibson. This thing is kind of a Frankenstein monster. It was made by Patrick Emmert at the Lutherie shop here in Des Moines. It's a Gibson 1979 G3 body with a Gibson 1978 Ripper neck with Seymour Duncan Rickenbacker pickups put in it. It's really cool, it's really aggressive, has a lot of punch to it, and I like it a lot. Thanks for checking out my gear.
Hey, I'm Seth from the Holy White Hounds. Leave already!
Ride of choice. Phil Collins used it. I mean, come on, Phil Collins.
With a maple top, flame maple top.
The serial number says it's from 2001.